Hello and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas Hardcore Explosives Only. I'm Zyzix, this is our protagonist, Hardcore Pete, and today we're gonna see how things go. I wanted to do stuff for the White Gloves over at the Ultralux, but first I want to go and talk to Colonel Monroe over at Hoover Dam to see if she has an actual quest to talk to them. But before we do either of those things, I want to go and grab Arcade Gannon and Eddie from the Lucky 38. So we'll go grab those guys, because we're doing a bit less combat, and I'd be interested to see if I can proc their quests. Well, I've already procced Eddie's, I just need to get one more thing procced for that one, and I think Gannon's should proc pretty soon. Where are they? There's Lily. And, oop, Arcade.
What's up?
I think we should travel
Back in your
together.
good graces again? I know you'd see the light.
Nice. And Eddie.
I need
Oh,
to talk to you about something, if you have a minute.
sure. Maybe it's already procced. That'd be great.
Any day now? Caesar's going to try to march across Hoover Dam and kick NCR out of the Mojave. We're getting caught up in something important out here. Hell, after how you handled Benny, you're practically right in the middle of all this.
True.
I know I'm just along for the ride, but it's made me think about the past and how I might be able to help out.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I wasn't always with the followers, or with the NCR. My late father was an officer in a group called the Enclave, a remnant of America's pre-war government.
The
Memories
Enclave.
being short around here, not a whole lot of people remember them. But they did bad things. Terrorized communities, kidnapped people. Eventually someone stopped them. I was born a few years later at a military base on the coast, a place called Navarro.
Where did the Enclave go?
A lot of different places. I only know what I was told. Some of them were cut down by the NCR and the Brotherhood. Some of them went east. My mother never told me what happened to my father, but she and I went south with some others and integrated into the NCR. When the NCR learned that Enclave personnel had integrated, we kept moving to the fringes. It's one of the reasons why I wound up out here.
So what happened to Navarro? And also, it's interesting you said that thing about Eddie a while back, because Eddie is an Enclave Eyebot that wanted to go to Navarro.
After the Enclave's command structure fell apart, it was only a matter of time before Navarro was overrun by NCR forces. My mother and I left with some of the troopers from my father's old unit, the same people I've kept in contact with over the years. Anyone who didn't get out was killed by the NCR. Even some of the ones who escaped were eventually hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel.
So, where you going with all this?
The Enclave did a lot of bad things, but there were good people at Navarro. Good people with a lot of experience. Not many of them are alive anymore, but I think they can make a difference in the fight against Caesar.
Do you want them to help the NCR?
That's a hard question to answer. I know I don't want the Legion to take Hoover Dam. So militarily, yes, I want them to help NCR. If possible, I'd like to figure out a way to help the NCR win Hoover Dam without holding New Vegas.
Say no more. I'll do it.
Great. I'd like you to talk to the old-timers, the Remnants. I don't think I could convince them by myself. To them, I'm still a kid. But you're a big part of what's happening out here. When you talk to them, they'll understand how important this all is. I've kept in contact with them over the years, so I know where you can find them. But I doubt they'll open up to you unless I come along. I know I'm not always the most serious guy around, but this means a lot to me. Thanks.
Brilliant. So, change of plans for Auld Lang Syne. I think that's Latin again. Sorry for the butchered pronunciation. But yeah, change of plans. Let's do that instead, because why not? Companion protocol begin. Doc Henry, Daisy Whitman, Cannibal Johnson, Orrin Monroe, and Judah Krieg. Oh, there's 5. I thought there were only like 3. I didn't remember them being that many. Oh, yeah, and here we are. Our nice completed set of Mojave snow globes. The shelf up there is for the DLC ones, but when you find them, you automatically get paid out for them, and they automatically get put there. You don't have to hand those into house. Which is good, because he's dead. The house is dead. Alright, so... yeah, ignore what I said about that. we're not doing that. We're not going to go see the White Gloves. We can do all that after. Let's try and get another one of the companion quests done, because we only got Rex's and Lily's done. Although I think technically we failed Lily's quest. We completed it, but it was like, it's like you complete a college course or something, you can still fail it, but hey, I completed it. Alright, show locations. We got a few. Oh yeah, speaking of Lily, let's jump over to Jacobstown and talk to Doc Henry, because we've been there. He's good friends with us. We're all tight. Oh, well, his assistant did kind of die when Keen went all mad and tried to take his research. But I defended his research. We'll see how this goes. I could just be talking out of my ass. I'm not sure if doing any of the quests before talking to him has any impact on this quest, but let's find out. Doc Henry.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Arcade Gannon has asked me to gather all the former members of the Enclave in the Mojave.
I'm intrigued, so I'll go to this reunion. I'll be handing things over to Calamity, so talk to her if anything comes up. Oh, you'll need my word from the passphrase to get into the bunker. Friends. Don't forget it.
It's friends, alright.
Yes.
Cool, bye. Alright, so that was easy for you. And you said you were handing things over to Calamity. Calamity was your ghoul assistant.
Was a hard one to figure out. It didn't seem to matter whether he was working with humans or dogs. He had an equal lack of affection for both. A regular Diogenes. I'm not sure what the man was after. Knowledge is power, but to what end for Henry, I have no idea. The problem was what mattered to him, not its practical impact. He simply solved riddles because they existed.
Yeah, so what's there to figure out? Like he said, he's intrigued, so he's going to go to the meetup. He's curious and wants to solve problems because there are problems to be solved. He doesn't care about the solution after the fact. Which is, some people are like that. They care about things. Actually, he might be slightly... This is in no way an insult, but he might be on the spectrum, He doesn't care about people, and he cares about solving the problem in front of him, and once it's solved, he moves on to the next one. He could be autistic or, Asperger's? Or, it's all a spectrum these days. And again, no way in disrespect to anyone on the spectrum. That's just traits that they do have. Yeah, his work is what matters to him.
Not everyone dreams of being a revolutionary, I suppose. Maybe we can't all change the world. Maybe it's enough just to do good for the short time that we're here. No one's going to sing Doc Henry's praises when he's gone. But he's probably saved more lives than I ever will.
He's just doing the work that he enjoys. Why does that matter? Yeah, like you said, not everyone has to be a revolutionary. Not everyone has to have a massive impact on the world. He's just doing the things he likes. He doesn't care about recognition or accolades for it. Miguel's Pawn Shop. Vault 34. That one's really close. Gunrunners. Novak. We're on over to Novak. Oh, calm down, guys. Are you traveling merchants? Yep. And over here at Novak, we have... if I check the quest log, I could remember her name, but she's the elderly lady that lives in this room. Yeah, Daisy Whitman. And if you remember when we were in Novak way back when, we talked to her and asked her...
a new sheriff. That should keep the powder gangers away.
It's rude to interrupt people. We asked her about her stuff and what she does and everything, and she said she was a vertibird pilot, and we asked if she flew for the NCR. And she was like, oh, no. She flew for the Enclave.
Your travels been going all right?
Arcade Gannon asked me to find you. I'm reuniting the Remnants, and they'll need your piloting skills.
Told you everything about us, did he? Well, it's been a while since I've had my hands on the controls of a vertibird. There's a chance I could crash us in the middle of Lake Mead. That place seems to attract aircraft for some reason. But if I get one more chance to fly, count me in. I'll be there. My part of the passphrase is dear.
So we've got dear and friend. How do you like flying vertibirds for the Enclave?
I was never happier than when I was in the cockpit. I was able to go just about anywhere and everywhere, limited only by the fuel I could carry. There were more than a few missions where I took the scenic route home just so I could stay in the air. Caught hell for it every time, but worth it. Some of the things we did were questionable, I know. That's just how it was back then. Figure I've done enough good to make up for any sins, anyhow.
Goodbye.
Watch your six out there.
Now dealing with the Enclave and Navarro and all
Since
that.
my
Oop.
mother died,
Whoa!
Daisy's been the only woman in my life. She was the only other woman close to my father, too.
Serious sideways
She flew him
jump.
out on over a dozen missions, including his last. I've always been close to Daisy. There have been some good men along the way, but lovers make poor confidants. Daisy never had children of her own, so she was always there to listen. Being in the Enclave didn't mean much to her. She just loved to fly. It broke her heart to be grounded.
So yeah, she doesn't really care about being in the Enclave one way or another. She admits they did wrong stuff, but yeah, like she said, she just wanted to fly. She was happiest in the cockpit. You turn it into One Punch Man doing that serious sideways jump nonsense over here. Like, what the hell, man? Oh, your hair's gonna start falling out. It was an important part of her life. Why shouldn't she enjoy it?
As screwed up as it sounds, at least she was a part of something. Granted, it was something admittedly pretty bad, but it was something. If you spent the first half of your life flying Enclave troopers in a vertibird, I suppose picking over pre-war rocket parts doesn't quite compare.
Doing it again. Oh, you've glitched into the barrier. That's why. You okay there, buddy? Yeah. You feeling all right now? Okay, fine. Moving on. Now then, this one? Go over here and to the north. Yep. So those are the two that we've already previously met. I don't think we've met this one, and we definitely haven't talked to the other two. We might have ducked into this guy's house just to be like, hi, you're a random guy living randomly out in the wasteland. What's up?
Looks like I forgot to lock the doors again. If you're with the NCR, get out. This place is mine, and I'm not leaving.
See, like, I get it, but also in a post-apocalyptic wasteland, and, you know, if we came in with a bunch of guns and say, yeah, it's not yours anymore, leave or die, like, what are you going to do about it? Technically, the New Vegas area is not a part of the NCR, it's not a part of the Legion territory. It is still a lawless area. The Strip itself has law, patrolled by the Securitrons and everything, but out of Vegas, there's no law. There's no repercussions, there's no justice. I could take this if I wanted. What are you going to do about it, old man? Anyway, moving on. Arcade and I were looking for you, we're gathering the remnants.
Been a while, Arcade. So, what's the point of all this? Can't find any younger mercenaries?
Your advanced level of tech would be useful in settling things between the NCR and the Legion.
Is that right? The million-dollar question is, who exactly are we settling?
Well, I haven't decided yet, to be honest.
You haven't decided. Well, this is just getting better every second, isn't it?
Yeah, now I'm talking to him. He's definitely the more ordinary one. I can't even pronounce that word. Thorny, you know, he doesn't want to help. He's a lot harder to convince. The other one is just like, yeah, sure, why not? I'm old and got nothing else to do. But you do have a preference?
I wouldn't mind cutting down a few platoons of NCR troopers with my old Gatling laser.
Yeah, I want to help the Legion defeat the NCR. That's what I was thinking too. Are you coming to this thing or what?
Oh, I'll come. But depending on the plan, I might not be staying. Keep that in mind.
Arcade might have mentioned there's a passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My part is remember.
No, Arcade didn't mention that at all, so it's kind of random that all these people are just like, yeah, here's this passphrase. I'm like, what fucking passphrase? What the hell are they talking about? Yeah, what did you do when you were in the Enclave?
Heavy weapons trooper. Nothing better than hosing down a target with an excess of bullets and laser fire. By the time I got through with things, not much was left standing. Any morons who didn't run when they saw me coming got what they deserved. Back then, it was war. If we'd been on the winning side, I'd be called a hero.
You got a point. History is written by the victor. Yeah, do you have something against the NCR?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. The NCR makes a habit out of wrecking homes. I came out here to get away from them. Didn't work out so well. Next thing I know, I'm squatting in their land. Never mind that I already been living here for years.
Fuck off. You're the fucking Enclave. Like, oh, NCR ruins people's homes. We just mow down people with Gatling lasers and miniguns for the sake of it, like literally the opening of Fallout 2. Oh man, ugh. You've really pissed me off with that crap. You're like, not even take. At least the others were taking accountability. Like one was a scientist, one was a pilot, and they were both like, the Enclave's not great. You're a soldier, and you're out here being like, oh, the NCR, they ruined people's lives and home. Yeah, whatever.
Moreno took the fall of the Enclave hard. He never questioned his orders, never questioned the legitimacy of what the Enclave was doing.
Clearly.
To him, it was all one unbroken chain, from Washington to Richardson. When we left Navarro, I remember looking up at Moreno. He said, "Kiss America goodbye, boys." When we left the Enclave behind, the love in him burned itself out. Now there's just a bitter old man left.
A man should know when to let go. I don't be too hard on him. I'm the one that's just like, fuck off, asshole. So yeah, a man should know when to let go.
It's been decades, you know. By now, he's been out of the Enclave longer than he was in. Most people know when to hang it up and start over. But not Moreno.
You're a stubborn old bastard. That's all I got to say about you. And kind of hypocritical in your ideological way of thinking. I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh, shit.
Ouch!
Ouch, you okay? You didn't end up dead? Okay, thank God for that. I'm kind of surprised they spawn. I mean, I was only here a little while ago. And there's a lot of red markers around me. A lot more than I'd like. That's Camp Golf, isn't it? Maybe we should tag Camp Golf while we're here. Just find the location so we can come back to it and do stuff there. If we want. I mean, it's just more NCR quests, so maybe, but maybe not. I don't know. I mean, it's Fallout New Vegas. There is just so much to do. There's red markers. Oh, it's just a couple of coyotes. Coyote den mother. I think we can just leave those. There's another red marker thing. Anyway, we come around here. We're gonna find a cave real soon. Yep. Cannibal Johnson's cave. A cannibal? The Enclave was cannibals? You never told me that, Arcade. Nah, it's actually an interesting story for this guy. Okay. Ow. Rude. Not exactly welcoming. Mole rat wonder meat. I wonder if that's really mole rat meat, Cannibal Johnson.
I hear the NCR and the Kings have been getting along. That's good news for Freeside. Well, it's about damn time. What took you... Oh.
Oh?
I've been in the Reaper's shadow for a long time now, and I thought he'd finally showed up to collect. He's just mocking me now.
Bro thought I was the literal Grim Reaper coming to be like, yep, let's go. Yes, you sound like you're eager to die.
There's a twitch in my trigger finger. I've lost my eagle eyes, and the other day I could have sworn I heard Sergeant Dornan chewing me out. I'm old, and I'm starting to feel it. It's not pleasant, especially when you know your mind's slipping away. And we all gotta go sometime. But I was hoping for something a little more heroic.
We might be able to organize that. But who's Sergeant Dornan?
He was a drill instructor I knew. He was also the meanest bastard I've ever known. Once he caught this private out of uniform, and old Dornan went off on the most ear-blistering rant known to man. It was inspiring.
So you served in the military?
Yeah. It was a long time ago. Things were better back then.
Yeah, tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know?
I mean, I gotta know, right? Are you a cannibal?
I'm not saying. It's part of my mystique, after all.
Sounds like there's an interesting story behind it.
The truth of it is that I did cut out a raider's heart, but only took a bite to mess with his buddies. They had me surrounded, and I went with the first thing that came to mind. Some ran, and the rest were startled just long enough.
So he's not really a cannibal, he just used that psychology to beat out a bunch of raiders. Let's talk about something else. Arcade Gannon asked me to gather all the remaining members of the Enclave in the Mojave, and apparently you're one of them.
Thought I recognized the fellow with you. So what's this reunion all about then?
He thinks your experience in technology will help resolve the conflict in this region.
Well, now there's an interesting idea. Do a bit of good before we're all dead and forgotten. You can count me in. Oh, and in case Arcade forgot to mention it, there's a 5-word passphrase needed to get into the bunker. My word is old. Appropriate, huh?
I should have come to speak to you first.
Who didn't belong in the Enclave? It would definitely be Johnson. He hated what the Enclave was doing. Day to day, week to week, he would question orders, subvert mission objectives, do anything he could to serve without serving. It's amazing he was never court-martialed. He always had good things to say about my father. Said I was like him in a lot of ways. I wish I knew.
I'm sure your father would be proud of you.
I wonder if he would. It's pointless, I know, but sometimes I wonder what he wanted me to be. Maybe being a doctor in the middle of Nevada wasn't exactly what he had in mind for his little boy.
So see, even Arcade's like, hey, Cannibal Johnson did everything he could to serve without serving and, you know, kind of subvert orders and objectives. He didn't agree and everything. So right now, so far, it's only, I want to say Monroe, but that's not right. Moreno? Because... Oh wait, it is Monroe. Monroe, and I was confusing that. They're Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam. He's... Well, see, I'm terrible with names. Pronunciations, remembering them, I am just absolutely horrible. Alright, Judah Krieg. No. Yeah, Krieger. Krieger? Yeah. And he is at Miguel's pawn shop. What's the best way to get there? Might be worth it to run over to this one and then just run right back. Because he'll be in like the North Vegas area. Either that or I think it might even be West Vegas. Just keep an eye out. Okay, so there's enemies back there. But not close enough for them to actually be a threat or bother us. Shit! It's fucking Cazadors. Leg it, boys! We're GTFO! Cazadors are probably the worst enemy for me to fight. They're fast, small, and they hover. Like, they hover off the ground, so my explosions do less damage. And the poison just wrecks, absolutely wrecks your NPC followers. as I said before last time I was in this area. You can give your NPC followers stim packs, you can't give them antidote, so it'll just keep draining their health away. Yeah, that was quite a short walk. West side, okay, so it's not North Vegas, it is west side. Like, because there's Freeside, which is basically east side, North Vegas, and west side. West side! I'm gonna steal their crops, because Banana Yucca is good, and I'm actually hungry. Get that last one. There we go. I'll just have some, because it does food and hydration. Not a lot of food, but a little bit of each. You just more militia people?
That Mr.
Yep.
House that lorded over the strip is dead. Good rip.
Alright, we'll jump into West Side, go to Miguel's pawn shop.
West side, huh? I passed through here with another follower a while back, Anderson. The locals were having a lot of trouble getting water through.
There's the pawn shop. There's a couple of things to do around here. Like, there's a couple of quests and stuff, but I think, yeah, if you talk to him, the guy that's wearing the different outfit compared to 90% of other people, he'll give you some quests. But it's mostly just running around talking to people, so I might skip West Side because it's not as interesting. I mean, there's more interesting stuff underground. If you do North Vegas and like you go into the sewers, you can do the den. But to do the den, you need, well, to do most of the den, you need a high gun skill, and I don't have that, so. Although there's this guy. Mean son of a bitch. What's a super mutant like you doing in a place like this? Or is that a question, or is it more like, hey sugar, what's a super mutant like you doing in a place like this?
I wash my bone with Sippy. I have Bogo. Feeps a rope. Goodbye.
The fuck you just say to me?
Hi again.
Who are you?
Marshal Fabish.
Nice to meet you. Myself Bish.
My pleasure is on mine. Goodbye.
You're not mean at all. Who's calling you that? Okay, anyway. Let's run back to the pawn shop.
The bosses of the
Oh,
Omega
I don't have to. You're right here.
The ones that run Gamora. Someone killed them.
Oh, Mertes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was me.
You don't strike me as someone down on their luck. What brings you to West Side?
Arcade Gannon. He asked me to find you. I'm gathering the remnants.
Hello, Arcade. Making some new friends, are you? Why the need for a bunch of old war horses like us?
What do you think? You'll be the element of surprise.
Swooping in on a vertibird, guns blazing? Haven't done that in years, but all right, I'm in. None of this means a thing if the rest of the group doesn't show up, though. Oh, and you'll need my part of the passphrase to get into the bunker. Navarro.
Why? You saw that, right? Like, Arcade Gannon was standing over here, and he just teleported over here. Well, tell me more about the old days with the Enclave.
I miss those days sometimes. We all had a purpose, you know? I admit that some of the folks in charge were pretty ruthless. The rest of us, though, we were just trying to civilize things. The NCR was still new, and it didn't look like they'd last all that long. Then we lost the oil rig, and shortly after that, the base at Navarro. Nobody left except us remnants.
Okay, I might have gotten it wrong. The Enclave oil rig, that is 100% Fallout 2, like the ending cutscene of, hey, congratulations, you beat the game, is the oil rig blowing up. Not sure if you... Because he said Navarro came after that. I don't know, what happened?
Internal sabotage took down the oil rig.
Not really.
Never did get the full story. The NCR took out Navarro, saying we posed a threat to the region.
I'd like to know more about your former squad.
I was the officer in charge, and Johnson and Moreno were my heavy hitters. Henry handled tech things. And
Moreno.
flew the chopper. Johnson and Moreno never got along, and I had my hands full keeping those two apart some days. It was a difference in philosophy, mostly. Mercy was not part of Moreno's vocabulary.
So yeah, Moreno's the real issue.
Judah Krieger is the glue that's kept us all together over the years, and with good reason. Anyone who can command Moreno and Johnson in the same unit without somebody getting fragged is one hell of a leader. Krieger was polite and kind, but never warm. He always did his best to make me feel welcome in the group. I think he did it out of a sense of loyalty to my father. Loyalty means a lot to Judah. Not loyalty to the Enclave, or even the ideals they fought for, but to the people who served with him.
That's their story, Arcade, not yours. You were born after all that.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I was only a boy when they went through hell together. I'm glad you're helping me reunite them. Even if I'm still just a spectator in all of this, I know they can still do some good.
Cool. I have played Fallout 1. I mean, played is a bit of a generous word. I stumbled through it and somehow managed to complete the storyline a few years back. Like, I remember the beginning pretty well, but towards the end I was just kind of getting over it and rushing it, and I think I just speech checked the master to actually complete the story. I don't remember the end half of Fallout 1. And I've gotten up to Vault City in Fallout 2, but then I got kind of distracted and never got back to it. I do intend to play through them both fully.
Looks like break time's over.
Fallout 2 is probably one I'm actually looking forward to doing. Because like I said, I haven't actually even fully played through Fallout 2. And I know there's just so much that I've missed that I would like to check out and have a go at. You know, you can get a car, you can become a porn star, you can do just so much in Fallout 2. There's more red stuff. What's red? Is it more mantis? Oh no, it's bighorn. I think they got it. But yeah, Fallout 1 and 2. And I might try to do Fallout Tactics as well. I do have that because like those three came in a little bundle together on Steam. Fallout Tactics isn't too bad. Played like the first hour of it. You control a squad of Brotherhood Steel people. So you actually got like 3 characters to work with at any given time. Although I believe its story is non-canon to the Fallout universe or whatever. We'll see. We still got so much to do in Vegas. I'm getting ahead of myself thinking about anything else. Haven't even scratched the DLC. Here we are, Remnants Bunker. I remember discovering this location before even talking to Arcade on one of my, first playthroughs. I'm like, Remnants? What Remnants? You go in and you have a look and it's just like nothing. You're like, what? Dear old friends, remember Navarro. And we are in. Access the Remnants Bunker to fight against the Legion or the NCR. I mean, realistically, I need them to fight against the Legion even if I'm going the yes man route. Because you fight with the NCR. Like 3 out of 4 of the story objective things, the story options, you fight with the NCR against the Legion. Only when you side with the Legion do you actually fight with the Legion. Ooh, Armor Locker has stuff in it. 6. There's 6 suits. Oh, well, we've got 5 people and Arcade, so yeah, that's 6. Anything in here? Yeah, there is. Flame and fuel. Couple of bullets. Alright, let's go. Talk to the group.
I hear the NCR and the Kings have been getting along. That's good news for Freeside.
We're talking to you, are we? Yeah, you're the leader, so let's try and get some decent light on your
Glad
face.
to see you made it here all right. So, who are we going up against?
I want you to help. Yeah, I want you to help the NCR hold onto the dam.
Then that's the plan. We're gonna have a problem with Moreno, though. He won't like that we're helping the NCR. You'll have to talk to him.
You're the officer here, can't you just order him to go along with the plan?
I stopped being Moreno's officer a long time ago. Everyone here respects me, but they don't need to follow my orders. Not anymore.
Yeah, fair point. What's Moreno's problem with the NCR?
They won. We didn't.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. The rest of us moved on while Moreno didn't. Still, I'm not convinced Moreno hates the NCR as much as he thinks he does. You still might be able to talk him out of leaving.
That's a speech check. Will Moreno be a liability?
He won't turn on us, but he's a good shot, and I'd hate to do this without him.
Alright, I'll talk to him.
You've got only one chance at this. I know Moreno. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no changing it.
Oh, he's gone.
I didn't come all the way out here just so we could save the fucking NCR. I'm out.
You've got your armor on and you're pointing a Gatling laser at me. What are you doing?
Getting my gear. What does it look like? What, you think I'm going to leave this here for someone like you? I don't think so.
This is our chance for one more moment of glory.
Sorry, but there's no glory in helping out the NCR.
Goodbye.
Change of plan. You'll find that I've sealed the doors to this hangar. I don't want my friends getting involved in our little disagreement. Once I'm done with
Fuck.
you, I'll talk them out of this stupid plan. You've opened some old wounds. It's only fair I return the favor.
Come and get me,
Let's
bitch.
see what you've got.
You kind of pissed me off with that attitude. I'm gonna kill you and take your armor.
I need some more firepower.
Get dead, bitch.
I shouldn't be surprised at what happened with Moreno. I hope that after all this time, he could put his anger behind him. Maybe everything good in Orion Moreno died at Navarro. And it was foolish to think there was anything in him left to salvage.
Yeah, Moreno was a lost cause, but at least the others made it.
I've been wondering about Daisy and the others for so long, I still haven't figured out what I should do. I mean, I'm not like them. I was born at Navarro, and my father served with them, but I wasn't really part of the Enclave. It seems presumptuous of me to think I could join the fight, even if this is a cause worth fighting for. Because I know when fighting breaks out at the dam, all hell is going to break loose in Freeside. They're gonna need every doctor they can get.
Yeah, what happens in Freeside won't make any difference if the Legion takes the dam. Fight with them.
I'm surprised to hear you say that. I thought you had a problem with people who hold on to the past. Suiting up to fight against Caesar with the Navarro veterans seems like, I don't know, like a kid playing dress-up in his father's clothes.
Yeah, so? That was all just talk. It's not the same for you. I don't...
No, I think it is the same for me. Maybe for a different reason, but you can't hold on to a past you've never had.
True
For
dat.
better or worse, I am not my father. I never had a life with the Enclave, and it would be silly for me to try to start one now. I'll stay with you until the Legion moves on the dam. But once the attack starts, I'm gonna have to go back to Freeside. It's where I belong. I need to take care of something, but I'll see you soon enough. Thanks for all of your help. It means a lot to me.
Oh. Oh, I lost him and there's a cutscene. He's returned to Freeside? Oh, no, no cutscene. Okay. He said he would hang out with me until the Legion attacked the dam. And then he'd go to Freeside, but he's back at Freeside. Oh well. Door override? Explorer gear, Gatling laser, remnant power armor, yeah. You know, we'll just take everything. Screw you. I don't think I can wear the remnant stuff yet. Nope. That is unfortunate.
We saw everything through the security monitor. I had no idea Moreno would ever pull something like that.
Yeah, you said he wouldn't be a liability.
Moreno's power armor now belongs to you. Whitman's volunteered to show you how to use it, so talk to her as soon as you can.
Oh, sweet! Yes!
The training might take several hours, so keep that in mind.
Yeah, you said Moreno wouldn't be a liability. Absolutely was. Tried to kill me.
Some cons got cornered in the...
Orion always did have a temper, but it was pretty low of him to ambush you like that.
Sorry I had to kill him, but, you know, he didn't give it, you know, it doesn't matter. He paid for his mistake.
Yeah, he did. Well, anyway, Judah's given Orion's armor to you now. It'll take a few hours for me to show you how to use it properly, so let's get started.
Woo, you have received specialized training needed to move in any form of power armor. Woot woot.
Ruins of Boulder City, but the NCR let him go. That's unusual.
Now what? Are we... Just leave, okay. And that completes the quest, and a level up. The override key was removed. Okay, so they just... Okay, cool. Barter's a bit lower than I want. If we drop that and that. That looks nice. That looks nice. I like round numbers. So I don't need that reinforced level 2 combat armor. I just got this good stuff. Oh, and strength +1. Nice. Charisma -1. I don't care about that. So now I can carry even more stuff? Yeah. That's definitely going to be important. Oh, look at the electro charge pack. Oh, that's a bit glitchy. It's just kind of floating in the air there. Why is it doing that? That's funny. Anyway. Now we've done that. I'm feeling pretty good. We got some nice, sexy power armor. I always like the New Vegas Remnant armor with that thing on the back. I don't know why, but the glowing fan looks cool as hell. Alright. Let's go and talk to Colonel Moore now. And Moore at Hoover Dam. And we'll see... Oh.
Like I said, I needed to go do something. This is it. It belonged to my father. I thought I might wear it at Hoover Dam, but after you talked me out of it, I didn't see the point in hanging on to it any longer. I'm here because of you, so I figured you're the one most deserving of it. It should protect you from everything short of a plasma caster. And if you need anything, anything at all, you know where to find me.
I'm honored.
It's the least I could do. All I ask is that you put it to good use. This place has lived in the shadow of Caesar for long enough. I may not be the one to help stop him here, but you are. Fortis fortuna adiuvat. Good luck. And goodbye.
So we've got the Remnant Tesla armor, I think you said. Yeah, the Gannon... Okay, it's not Remnant. The Gannon family Tesla armor. Energy weapons and rad resist... Energy weapons +10, rad resistance +10. I mean, it's significantly worse condition. DT28, DT8, DT6, DT26. Significantly worse. I mean, it looks really fucking cool because it's Tesla. But also, the +1 to strength, although that weighs 35 and that weighs 45, so wearing this one over that one doesn't actually matter. Like, if I was to carry around the Tesla Gannon armor and wear that as my main armor, the +1 from strength I'd get from wearing this particular armor would be nullified by the extra 10 weight that it is. Whatever, I'm gonna stick with the Remnant power armor for now because it's at max condition. Oh my god, look at my weight, I didn't even notice. 16, okay, yeah, we'll do some inventory management on our way to talk to Colonel Moore at Hoover Dam. So I'll cut to when I'm at Hoover Dam. And here we are at Hoover Dam. And before we go in, I just want to show off a little cool thing that I only just noticed. Because I don't often play in third person. Look at the grenade rifle on his back right now. The stock is facing down, and like the barrel's facing up. And if I pull it out, he reaches round from below and pulls it out like that, right? But if I'm wearing, yeah, we'll go with my flight suit. He puts it over his shoulder, and now the stock is up, and the barrel is facing down, and then he pulls it out that way. But in the power armor, he puts it back under. And it makes sense, because, I mean, look at the power armor shoulders. He's not going to reach over those. But I only just noticed that. I hardly ever, I'm in third person. And, I was just taking my time to admire the cool power armor. And, yeah, I noticed that the gun was on in a different way, and so the animation is different, too. That's really cool. That's a really cool little detail that probably a lot of people don't notice, because most people do play this game in first person. Cool, alright, but let's talk to Colonel Moore. That's who it is, right? Yep. Big old dam. Hydroelectric power and all that. This can get a bit annoying sometimes because you got to go through like 3 or 4 different doors to get to Moore. Not Monroe, not Moreno. Moore. Just Moore. I was told you wanted to see me. Can I not talk to you? Oh, there we go. I can talk to you at this angle.
Good, you made it. I've been receiving reports about the savior of the NCR for a while now and wanted to meet you myself. You've proven yourself especially capable. And right now, I can use all the capable people I can get. Crocker gets handed the fluff missions that no one else wants to do. When people need something really important done, they come to me. Usually I dispatch 1 or more rangers to see these things through, but I'm a little short-handed at the moment. Think you're up for a real mission?
Yes, ma'am.
Since the majority of my men are on assignment dealing with the Legion, I need someone to handle other matters that have arisen. Make no mistake, there's a battle coming, and I intend to make sure there are no loose ends when the time comes. One such loose end is a gang known as the Great Khans. Have you heard of them?
You could say we've had dealings.
Then I don't need to tell you that they can be a pain in the ass. The NCR has a rather sordid history with them, and I'm concerned that we'll find them aiding our enemies when the Legion attack comes. That is, unless we get to them first. I want you to visit them in their canyons to the far west and make sure they're in no shape to join the Legion. They're just another gang of raiders as far as I'm concerned, so deal with them appropriately. Any questions?
Yeah, I guess. What if I find they're committed to joining Caesar?
Then you'll need to make sure none of them are left to do so. Any other questions?
Will I have any NCR support for this?
I can't lend you any troops, but I've already sent word to Quartermaster Barden that you're to be given full access to our hardware. You'll have to pay for what you take, however. We can't afford to give away equipment. Did you have any other questions?
Yeah, I did. What if I can convince them to not join the Legion?
Don't fool yourself. I've dealt with enough of these gangs to know that they can't be trusted. Was there anything else?
No questions, ma'am.
Good. I look forward to hearing of your progress. Dismissed.
Alright. So I guess she's got nothing for me to do with the white gloves. I guess it's just Caesar and House. And I guess Yes Man. Yes Man wants you to at least visit all of the groups. Um, yeah. Yeah, we'll either go see the Great Khans next time or the White Gloves. Probably the White Gloves. At least duck in and see if we can do anything for them.
Running Crim now.
And I think we'll call it an episode there. Thanks for hanging out with me and Hardcore Pete and Eddie and Arcade Gannon as we recruited the remnants of the Enclave for the upcoming battle in the Hoover Dam. Yeah, we're gonna have them help us fight the Legion. One of them didn't want to really help the NCR. They'd rather have killed the NCR, but we resolved that issue in the classic Hardcore Pete fashion of just blowing the issue up. But next time we'll duck into the White Gloves, duck into Ultralux, sorry, talk to the White Gloves, see if there's any quests I can do for them. I don't have the Cannibal perk, so I won't be able to bypass that and trigger that with Mortimer, so I might not be able to do their mission. I might not be able to do Beyond the Beef. It's a cool mission, but might be skipped this time, and depending on how that goes, we'll see if we got time to try something else. If that's a 5 minutes of nothing, we might go over and talk to the Great Khans, but we'll see. The initial plan is to check out the Ultralux and the White Glove Society, see what we can do with them, and then after that, we'll see. But until then, have a good one.